Thank you. Melody. See you later.
You got me on, Wayne. Good.
No black.
Is this for the school or is this for your own? Hi, Wayne. Hey, want me to get out your horn? Yeah, Wayne. Hi, Wayne. I'm gonna put you by me. Yeah, I'm gonna put one between us. All right. Yeah, that's good.
Is this for Dan?
I was gonna wear my colors. Like maybe they would not be very deep. Oh, troublemaker picture. Fred! Fred! Troublemaker picture. Fred! I don't need to play no cord. I can't get any cord. I don't have cord. Dad, I want another one. Okay. You gotta get some of these for my mom. Where is Meg? Libby, I can't believe she's not here.
Hey. I'll probably stop the audience for a minute or two, then do like class for a minute or two. What is it? Where do I speak? Oh, it's on the phone. Yeah, there's a program on every. This is sign this on, right?
I kind of do. I mean, I do, but I don't know. I was.
Alright, shut up. Hi, Wayne. We're out of here, man. Later, dude.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I have no one to walk in. Yeah, Wayne. You're right.
I'm starting.
I got Brenda.
All right.
Okay.
it short here. Ladies and gentlemen, the class here next to me, throughout the 12 years, we've grown so close, so together. And this class has so much potential. And over the last few years, we've demonstrated all our leadership capabilities that we have, and all the different things that we've been able to accomplish, whether it be athletics, academics, forensics, theater. We've won numerous things, and we're just a very proud bunch of people up here today. And now I want to say a few words to my fellow classmates here. It's kind of a final farewell from their last class president they'll ever have. First of all, classmates, we're a very aggressive bunch. As we've probably been noted over the past year here, we've spoken to what we believe in, we've done what we felt was right. Now that we've done that as a class, we must also do that individually to succeed in the real world. We must keep pushing for what we want, to realize our dreams that we've set. And now one of our first dreams is coming to an end, graduating from high school. One of our first goals has been realized. But we must not look back. We must continue on. For our motto says, the past is behind us. We must continue on looking forward. We must strive in the future. We must set new dreams, new goals. We must work harder in the future to achieve them. Because as the motto says, the future is before us. And this is what we must do. But even though we'll be stepping out on our own now, we'll no longer have each other to lean on or cry to. We'll find new friends. And we'll broaden our experiences, broaden our horizons, go to different places, but we'll still be together. Because, as the motto ends with, our memories are forever with us. And from now on, we'll forever be with each other. Maybe not physically, but right here in our heart where it counts. Thank you.
class. They have a lot of talent. Our speaker for today is a professional writer with 28 books to his credit. He's a native of Yankton, South Dakota, and he's best known for his biography of artist Harvey Dunn and his popular history of the state challenge, The South Dakota Story. He's a graduate of South Dakota State College and has served as president of that school's own alumni association, which has honored him with his Distinguished Alumnus Award. He also has a master's degree in journalism from the University of Oregon. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Bob Karlovitz.
Gotta get so I can see that bunch over there. Say, that band was so terrific, I think they deserve another hand. I already agree with Kip. This is a heck of a class and a school to be proud of. Reverend Mirmo, school officials, relieved teachers, proud parents, nervous graduates, friends and relatives of nervous graduates, and any of the rest of you who showed up this afternoon because there isn't really much on television. This afternoon, honored class of 1990, I had the unique privilege or dubious honor of being the last hurdle standing between you and that cherished piece of paper you've been pursuing for the past 4 years. It is now my prerogative to drone on endlessly in keeping with the commencement speech tradition, or I can be mercifully brief so that you can get on with your life with your new passport to the future. Well, because this is such an important event in your life, and because I'm not sure that your teachers have quite completed the job on you, I thought I might talk for an hour or two on a statistical analysis of the job market as it has been affected by the Midwest drought, an in-depth study of the long-range effects of the savings and loan bailout, a comprehensive review of Gorbachev's perestroika and glasnost, and a brief discussion of that important question of the moment, the price of beer at JJ's. This really is an important moment in your life, and it is my job to try to say something memorable on this special occasion. However, I know from long experience that nothing is so quickly forgotten as a commencement speech unless it is a commencement speaker. So it is a real challenge for me to come up with something which will be remembered, at least until you walk out of the hall this afternoon. For that reason, I hope I will be as successful in getting my message across as the preacher who got up in his pulpit one Sunday morning and said, "I have learned to my dismay that there is a man among us this morning who's been carrying on with another man's wife." Well, let me tell you this, unless he repents in his heart and puts $10 in the collection plate, then next Sunday I'm going to announce his name in my sermon. Well, when that collection plate came in, there were 19 $10 bills, plus one 5 with a note pinned to it that says, "I'll send you the other 5 on Saturday." Well, this afternoon I'm going to say just a few words about two things. First, I want to mention the subject of pride, and I can see you've already got that. Pride in your state, pride in your town, in your school, and in your own personal heritage. The second is the importance of a sense of humor, to help you withstand some of the bumps and abrasions which are almost sure to come your way in the months and the years ahead. Regarding the first point, I hope you can all find a sense of pride in your Midwestern roots. There is no need for an inferiority complex of any kind. You can all stand tall with rightful pride in our work ethic, our freedom of movement, and in the toughness and tenacity of those who have gone before us here in South Dakota. You know, a pointed example of that tenacity happened not too long ago, and the three men were in an accident, and they were presumed dead, and so they decided to cremate them, and one of them was from New York, and one was from California, and the other one was a South Dakota farmer. And so they put the guy from New York into the oven, and 3 minutes later he was ashes. They put the guy from California in the oven, and 10 minutes later he was ready for the urn. They put the South Dakota farmer in the oven. 10 minutes later they looked in and nothing had happened. An hour later nothing had happened. The end of the day nothing happened. 3 days went by. At the end of the week nothing had happened. Finally they opened the door and the South Dakota farmer came out and he says, you know, if this keeps up we're not even going to get a corn crop. Well, that's far-fetched, of course, but it does illustrate the hardiness of our people, the prairie pioneer toughness, which is one of the hallmarks of our state. And I know that trait has been transmitted from one generation to another, and I hope we never lose it. I also know there is a tendency among young people to want to get away from their roots, to find new pastures, in a sense to wish their lives away in their hurry to find new adventures. Well, maybe they're a little bit like Lena and Ole. I had to get one of those in. Who had, Lena and Ole had finally passed away in their mid-80s and they went to heaven, and Lena just absolutely was enthralled with what she saw there. The beautiful flowers and the waterfalls and the meadows and the birds and the butterflies, and she just carried on and on and on, and finally Ole says to her, you know, Lena, he said, if it wasn't for that old Bran and that Metamucil and that Geritol, we could have been here 10 years ago. So I say, don't be in a hurry, kids. Life goes fast enough anyway. Take time to cherish your heritage, maybe add to your education, and never lose that sense of pride in home. As for my second mini message this afternoon, I'd like to tell another old story. It's about a church meeting. And the first guy gets up in the church meeting and he says, my name is Sven Svensson, and I'm a Charter member of the Third Swedish Covenant Lutheran Church, and I make a motion that we buy a new chandelier for the church. And the next guy gets up and he says, and my name is Torkel Torkelson, and I too am a Charter member of the Third Swedish Covenant Lutheran Church, and I disagree that we should buy a new chandelier for the church for 2 reasons. One, I don't think we got anybody in the congregation that could play one of the dang things. And two, what we really need in this church is more light. Yes, we can all use more light, the light of knowledge, of understanding, and of tolerance, but mostly though in this era of eroding traditions, in an age of loonies and moonies, at a time of drug idiocy and of acid rain and of even hanky-panky in the pulpit, well, at a time like this, what we really need, I think, are more laughs to pull us through the rough spots. I'm convinced that a sense of humor is our most valuable untapped asset. The ability of Americans to find a chuckle in a chuckhole, to joke when the transmission goes out or even when the septic tank backs up, is a natural phenomenon which has kept most of us out of the loony bin at one time or another. And I hope we continue to use that God-given safety valve of ours as we have in this country through wars and depressions and other catastrophes for more than 200 years. No doubt there will be some burdensome times ahead for you graduates of 1990, but when they come, I hope you'll be able to stay loose, to ride with the punches, and maybe be able to handle each situation as the time comes. Like the plumber. Like the plumber who is having a grand opening for his new plumbing shop, and it seems the florist got an order to send a big fancy wreath to the affair, but unfortunately there was a delivery error, and the plumber unwrapped a big beautiful spray with a pretty ribbon on it which read, "Rest in peace." Well, now that plumber had a good sense of humor, so he simply took that wreath and he put it over by a display of fancy padded toilet seats he was promoting and went on with his affair. But pretty soon he got a frantic call from the florist asking if he'd gotten the Rest in Peace bouquet, and the plumber said, "Sure I have, but everything's fine." He says, "I've got a good spot for it, don't worry about it." And the florist says, "Well, it's not you that I'm worried about. It's the folks over at the funeral home. Right now, there's a great big horseshoe of roses and carnations in front of Clem McFuddle's casket with a ribbon on it which says, 'Good luck in your new location.'" And with that, I'd like to wish you graduates the best of luck in your new location, whatever it may be. Now I'd like to close with another old story. And this is a serious tale of tenacity and perseverance, which should have a special meaning for all of us today. It's a story of a little village which nestles up in the mountains, and the people live there in absolute pastoral splendor. You couldn't ask for a nicer way to live. A little stream trickles down through the middle of the valley, and the people live there in total contentment. And then one day the engineers come and they build a huge dam up at the head of the valley, and that dam holds back millions of gallons of water. But it doesn't change the way of life, because the overflow from the dam still permits the stream to trickle through the village, and everything is going fine until one day the people look up and they see it. It's a crack coming down the face of that dam. And each day that crack gets longer and bigger, and longer and bigger, and the people begin to worry about it, and it looks like something terrible is going to happen. And finally, when they get really concerned about it, they grab what they can, and they head for the high ground. And just as the last person clears out of that valley, that crack goes down the full face of the dam gives away, and all those millions of gallons of water pour down on that poor village. It's a terrible, terrible scene, total catastrophe. And the people are sitting up on the high ground looking down at their former home, and then they see it. It's a straw hat. That straw hat floats 50 feet upstream and 50 feet downstream. 50 feet upstream, 50 feet downstream, up and down and up and down. There's a lady sitting on a rock. She screams out, "That's a sign from above, that's what it is." And an old gentleman sitting on another rock says, "'Tain't either. That's Grandpa. Last night I heard him say, 'Come hell or high water, tomorrow I'm going to mow that lawn.'" Yes, come hell or high water, if we all have old Grandpa's attitude, we can't help but succeed no matter what our calling or what our future may be. This talk obviously will not go down in history as another Gettysburg Address, but I hope that because of it, you will remember to smile a lot, to be kind to each other, and always be proud of whence you came. My heartiest congratulations to you graduates of 1990, and please, oh please, drive carefully tonight as you celebrate this milestone time in your life. Thank you, and God bless you.
Stacy Quayle, Hatterscheit Scholarship. Darla Ryan, Robert Plyman Memorial Scholarship. Jennifer Hauger, Hamline Freshman Scholarship, and also the Extraordinary Achievement Award, Hamline. Perry Estebo, National FFA Scholarship, Cargill Foundation Scholarship, Dale L. Bidwell Scholarship, National 4-H Plant and Soil Science Scholarship, and Key Club Scholarship. Eric Fuhrer, Charles Curry Legion Scholarship and Student Consul Scholarship. Libby Stahl, Jan Moore Scholarship and the Harvey Gunderson Memorial Scholarship. Chad Aiken, Jack's Office Supply Scholarship, the Hatterscheit Scholarship, and Cook's Lumber Scholarship. Marge Byer, Northern State College Dean Scholarship, Canola Music Scholarship, MSU Scholarship, and Naomi Monday Berger Scholarship. Carlene Jenny, Sioux Falls College Academic Scholarship and the Legion Auxiliary Scholarship. Jeff Allen, A.G. Berger Memorial Scholarship. We practiced all this on the handshakes with the diplomas in there. Really got it down. Matt Mellon, Community Loan Fund. Kathy Howard, Northern State College Incentive Scholarship and the Community Loan Fund. Shauna Severson, Community Loan Fund. Christy Fisher, Northern State College President's Scholarship, National Honor Society Scholarship. Leith Ganford, all of these are to Doane. Doane Trustee Achievement Award, Music Scholarship, Theater Scholarship, United Church of Christ Award.
The Endowed Scholarship and the Leadership Grant. Diplomas, and this certifies that they have received academic excellence for completing 4 units each of English, math, science, 2 units of foreign language, and 3 units of social science. As a Regent Scholar, this high school graduate has the privilege of admittance to any South Dakota public institution of higher learning. We had 5 that completed this for their 4 years of high school. Again, if you would wait, and we will give them a round of applause after they're all received their awards. Elizabeth Stahl. Jennifer Hauger. Kathy Howe. A few people would please stay standing when we get you a round of applause. Nicole Hansen. Eric Fuhrer.
Members of the Deuel School Board, Mr. Jorgensen, ladies and gentlemen, the members of this senior class have met the requirements set forth by the State Department of Secondary Education and the Deuel School Board. I present to you the graduating class of 1990. Seniors, as I call your name, please come forward to receive your diploma. Kip Benjamin McKee. Perry Lynn Estebeau. Shauna K. Severson. Christy Joe Fisher. Lee A. Arnold. Chad Richard Aiken. Jeffrey Scott Allen. Jason J. Osmussen. Melody Ann Bethke. Mark Allen Brown. Marjorie Jo Byert. Dana Ray Cole. Keith Leon Cordell. Nathan Paul Kramer. Carlene K. Jenny. Kelly Jean Ingen. Jody Rochelle Frentz. Eric J. Fuhrer. Leif Eric Ganfert. Nicole Lee Hansen. Kathy Renee Howell. Jennifer L. Hogger. Daniel Arthur Hill. Michelle E. Holman. Dean Darwin Hunt. John Thomas Kynick. Marvin H. Kynick. Matthew John Mellon. Jacqueline Donna Morgan. Todd Daniel Mortimer. Lynn Alan Mundahl. Chad E. Neiman. Jeffrey Lynn Nordseth. Christopher Lynn Parker. Kenneth Paul Pierce. Rhonda Jo Prims. Stacy Lee Quayle. Clinton James Rabine. Darla K. Ryan. Brian Keith Siegfried. Elizabeth Ann Stahl. Gina Ray Stanglin. Crystal Lynn Storr. Jeffrey Dennis Tyson. David James Tyson. Brenda K. Tweed. Jason Lee Van Leer. Rick Douglas Williamson. Ladies and gentlemen,
His face shine on us and be gracious to us. The Lord look upon us with favor and give us peace. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Yeah!
Thank you. We're number one. Just like TV, we're number one. Where's my limo? I got my car. Well, I seen up this line there. Yeah, nice. I guess. Well, I thought it was. Big truck. It's gonna be kind of different.